What is up? Welcome back to Breakout Trading. Today's day 6 of the Trade Zero account. It is a Wednesday, October 6th, and we are up around $16 on the account net profit today. I can't help but feel I left a lot on the table today on PPSI. It was the only stock I traded. Out of the gates, it showed really good strength, and that's why I decided to just focus on this today, because it really seemed like it had lots of opportunity. So basically, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've just been complaining for like so long about how terrible the action has been in small caps. Usually they're just fading all day, so this came as a huge surprise, and honestly really caught me off guard. So basically this one opened up like all the other regular small caps. PPSI has a 3 million share float, and it is only a 13 million market cap, more now since the price went up so high, but it's very small, so could move very easily. And just about right away here we break through that initial morning high, and I actually remember I had an order out. Where was it? My order was like right here at 360 because I wanted to buy a retest of VWAP and this initial morning high. But as you can see, I guess that might be why it's shaded there, because I had an order there previously. Let me see if I can't find where that was. Remember, I just tossed it out. Yeah, right here. So this is right in the morning here. You can see there's that that initial morning high that we broke through, and I had an order here to buy the dip there, but it never got that low because I pretty much underestimated how strong this thing was like all day. So yeah, I just kept ripping, and right there, that was my first entry on it. It pulled back pretty nicely on a low volume, and it finally put in a bottom here at 492, so there I had a nice level I could have my stop loss underneath, and I went ahead there and got long at 510. So my risk was just below 490 and my entry was 510. And foolishly, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, but looking back, I probably should have waited a little bit. What happened was this was in like a horizontal channel, right like that. So it went up to the top of the channel, and I basically just sold it all. Crap, let's go back here. Yeah, because like I said, this one really caught me off guard, and I think that I missed out a lot because I just wasn't really very aggressive on this at all. Just basically because I didn't trust it, and then by the time it like pumped up a certain amount, it was too late. So that was kind of like the channel I was looking at. So I got long here at 510, stop loss underneath this pivot low, and it kind of just popped up to the top of the channel. You can see we have resistance all up here. That was support, flipped to resistance, resistance, and it was coming up here, so I kind of just sold it. Sold it at 5.50, so 30 cents there. Honestly not the worst. This stock was very volatile today. Like the ranges it was doing were massive, so you had to definitely be careful. Yeah, and that netted me there. That was an $11 trade there. You can see it doesn't really have any breakout volume, and then of course right after I sell it, it dips down once more, comes back up, breaks through that level, and my initial thought was I'd buy a breakout of this little channel here as well. But this thing just ripped way too hard, like literally just right past the high of day, no pullback. So obviously I regret selling here, but also, and then there's the breakout volume there too. I have not been doing the best because I've been very FOMO-y and not trading well, so just packing in these green days is really nice. So we popped up here, and then this is when it went full-on squeeze mode. It just started going like higher and higher. Eventually found a bit of a top there, and then I went and walked away from my computer, went and made some lunch, and you can see we kind of like trickled all the way back down, right actually to that resistance level that I was talking about just a minute ago. and we were bouncing, and the green line is also VWAP. So we were bouncing around, and then I realized that there was this resistance level up here. So pretty much the same situation as just before. It was trading, now it's in a channel again. This is basically just a more zoomed out version of what just happened. You know, support, support, flipped to resistance, resistance. And then this shows you the opposite time that what just happened. So this time, it's basically the same trade again. I enter in again here once there's a pivot low and VWAP here that I can base my risk off of. So I enter in there at 651, and my stop loss is pretty wide right now. It's under VWAP and under this pivot low here, and I'm hoping for top of the range or breakthrough, and it dropped down for a little bit, and then it just went right to the top of the range, and I sold it right there at the top of the range. Didn't mess around at all for almost $1 gain, so about 85-cent gain there. So those are awesome returns. You have 30-cent gain and an 85-cent gain. You know, obviously I wish I had a bit bigger size here, but I couldn't have put on bigger size because my stop loss was very wide here. So took it there at the top of the range, and then in the first trade you can see it ended up breaking through, so it's like, oh damn. Whereas in this one it got completely rejected from that resistance. So in this instance it turns out that that was a good idea, and in general it's always a good idea to sell at resistance and buy at support. So yeah, that was that. I was pretty happy. I saw it have this huge rejection here. I was hoping that would be the breakout, and then you can see we pretty much just we lost the floor right there at $6.20. Floor drops out and the thing sells off. No afternoon squeeze. So yeah, not a bad day. Pretty good trades. I feel like I was very patient with this stock. Unfortunately, I didn't capitalize on any of this insane frontside move. Honestly, this thing kind of just took me off guard. I was ready to short this. Thank God I didn't, because everything's just been selling off. So this is definitely something new. And the one thing I regret, so I did my little my daily report card. So it's basically just everything I said. So 16 net on the day. This pretty much just says everything I said. So my patient was fantastic, waiting for that this pullback right here on the first drive, and my entry was fantastic. I entered right in at the lows twice. I didn't enter here, but the first one was really good. The first trade. The only thing that lacked was my profit taking. I sold way too early in both cases. Actually, this one was pretty good. This was a decent little scalp there, but this one sold way too early. If I had held for this move, I would have been very profitable today, but that's alright. I'm not upset about a green day, especially after how I've been recently. I'll take a green day over anything. So yeah, not much else to explain there. Just two little trades up 16 bucks, and happy to be green on the day. Second nice green day in a row this week. Hopefully on Wednesday we can keep the trend going. Anyways, guys, that's it. Adios.